Rebecca, will you read it off the website for him?
They need to write it down here because they always.
What is it?
It doesn't have an ID number on it. Oh, yeah, it does, sorry. You ready?
Yep.
896-9371. 1596.
1596,
1596.
okay.
And the passcode 592483.
So we'll be trying to get their meeting.
There's an issue even going through the website also.
And how are you?
All right. Got all your paperwork?
No, just about. I don't know who's that. Just see that. That's your 1890s records.
Yeah, those are the. We just had the old school record preserved, and that's they got delivered Monday, so I thought it'd be good for everybody.
We should audit them too.
Justin, you might pull that camera back just a smidgen so everyone in the room can be in it.
I bet you hook it up over with Justin and share the screen.
Yeah, that's an option too.
I'll be here deciding to.
Oh, actually, Justin's not on the screen because his computer is showing the
I struggle a little bit.
You get tired of holding it if you hold it on meeting.
practice makes perfect, Mark. Keep it up. If you go to the website, you should be able to click right on it.
Yeah. Well,
You can make it up last minute.
Something came up with his.
I didn't need to sign in with that today.
Somebody
I've got one in my basket.
stole it.
It's crazy since Tuesday night. They travel. Somebody needed it more, I guess.
Okay.
no,
Yeah.
that way you're not.
Actually, it doesn't make a
Well,
difference,
yeah.
Mark,
Yes, great.
because his screen's not showing him.
You're not on the screen yet.
Yeah.
He hasn't signed on yet.
No, he can't sit next to you because your
Oh.
screen is showing the room, not you. I mean, he can, but you guys, neither of you will be on the screen because yours is not, you're not on the screen.
Go to that, go to government. Okay, actually, there. Something.
Let me find my. Speaking of.
That's cool.
Feels familiar.
They didn't get any snow. Yeah.
March snowstorm, not unusual, but
Hey, March isn't over yet, so don't.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna snow.
well,
What's that?
It'll snow before mine
it's
March.
like a lion though, so.
It'll
First
probably
of
snow
March
before
was-
the end of April.
Probably.
Let's be realistic.
The 1st of March.
There you
was
go, Mark,
really
I see ya.
stormy.
Good job.
Seen it snow in May 3 or 4 times. one
Sorry
year.
for the delay.
No worries.
My computer experts at home.
Justin, we are ready whenever you are.
All right.
Hang on, the recording is paused.
We need
beside you.
to, Meredith's got something she's just trying to wrap up.
Oh, we're just waiting for her.
We need
Okay.
her.
We're good for bathroom.
Yes.
break real quick.
Might as well.
Ain't good here today.
She couldn't make it at the last minute either.
She had a situation come up and she had to leave this minute.
Ooh, a situation.
Hmm.
Sounds more ominous when you say it that way. Situation.
She won the lottery. She's out of here.
I guess she's retired. Why not?
Isn't that?
Don't tell the judge she's retired.
I guess that's true.
There's no water here.
Oh, she said you were gonna do her report from last year.
What's that?
She said you were gonna do her report for last year. You're gonna do yours and hers.
Jason is still home with the flu, South
Okay.
Carolina, so he's not gonna be here, but if anything comes up in the report, that's pretty straightforward. We can call him, just. He said that he was still down and he broken out. Maybe I'm too soft, but I don't really want to know.
I do not want to get sick, thank
Coughing and
you.
sharing.
I'd rather have him stay home.
Agreed.
I really probably think not much has changed in the last year. As far as all these books. and the
Well, he
procedures,
gives
right?
us the codes report too every month. I mean, you know, it's just his reports, right?
Yeah,
And
and
we review them
basically-
every month.
Well, his financial contribution
All goes
is-
to.
runs through the clerk's office, so if he's saying I collected $2,000 and the clerk's saying, no, you only collected $1,800, we would have found that before now.
Mhm.
Every one of us is stealing from the town. Ask Hector has it all. That's why we're all successful business owners on 414.
That's right, that's all.
You're just stealing money from the town, Hector.
I love that
Oh.
like people are like, you know,
Get it-
we don't want a business owners on the board. I'm like, what do you want? Like homeless people on the board? Like I don't really understand.
Yeah. Successful business people on the board.
I just pulled the first one.
I'm still waiting to be successful.
Yeah. We have anything to fun all.
I've started the meeting, just so we all know.
All right, I'm gonna. Call the. 2025. Audit meeting to order. It is March 12th, 2026. We'll be reviewing each of the departments. But first, we're gonna start with pledge of allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. For anybody following along, or for those of us in the audience that have not taken part in this before, we'll be going through each department separately. And our honorable judge has volunteered to be the first one. The state provides us with questionnaires that we'll work through to get, make sure he's in compliance. We then, as a board, will need to pass a resolution accepting the findings and then sign off on them. One thing we need to remember is we need to sign the judge's one twice because we have to submit one to the state.
Let's send 2 copies.
Here's a copy of everything he's gonna talk about. Anybody wanna?
I can do the first one.
All right, that's what we like to hear. Oh,
All right. We'll start with your cash book receipts. Our pre-numbered receipt forms issued for all collections. And our duplicate copies kept for court records.
Yes,
And our receipts recorded up to date.
yes.
And it says here, the last recorded receipt is number 109773 on December 31st, 2025 for the amount of $150. Is that what you have as well?
It is, yes, right here.
Excellent. Is the receipt book maintained in a manner to identify date received, payer, and the amount of fines, fees, bail, and other categories of collection?
It is,
Are deposits identified?
yes. So identified in the check.
So when someone comes in with a fine, you record them in that book?
Well. Got another checkbook in there, but yes,
Uh-huh.
this is for you guys specifically, that one, and I have another blue book.
for receipts for the people who pay you. Are duplicate deposit slips kept for court records? Do deposit amounts agree with cash receipts?
Yes,
And who double checks that?
both Jane and I. We do a monthly report. Check the statements that come in. And we all,
I see you both initial them. Looks like you both
yeah.
signed that you've looked at it.
Well, screw it up if I see a one report.
Just one.
Check
So that was a bail account.
You want me to see what?
Sure. Oh, she's doing that right.
Oh, you're doing, yeah.
Oh, I only got one. Yeah.
Nothing's going on there.
Yeah.
Are deposits made within 72 hours of collection?
Yes,
Are deposits recorded up to date?
yes, yeah.
And I have the last deposit as $150 on 12/31/2025. Is that three?
Everyone is up to about, right, yeah,
Is the receipt book totaled and agree with deposit slips?
it is, yes.
Excellent,
54,506.50.
excellent. Next, we'll talk about the cash disbursements book, your checkbook. Are pre-numbered checks used for all cash disbursements?
Yes,
Are all checks signed by the justice?
yeah,
Is there anyone else who's eligible to sign?
no, just me.
Nice. So if you're sick or something,
She writes them out. I sign.
uh-huh. So if you're sick or something, it just waits till you come back. Mhm.
Deposits.
Are canceled checks returned electronically with bank statements and kept with the records?
They are, have on the back of the statements here. They stick them right there on the trunk account statements, have them truncated.
Cool, that's handy. Are checks recorded up to date?
Yes,
And I see the last recorded check was 1042 on 1/6/2026 for the amount of $6,280. Does that agree with your record?
yes, so that would be for last year, correct?
So that's 2025
Yeah, we're talking about.
income,
2020.
but it,
Two more after.
mhm. We'll talk about your bail receipt book next. Our pre-numbered. You have it, okay.
Yeah.
Our pre-numbered receipt forms issued for all collections,
They are, yes.
and this says they're done at the sheriff's office.
They send us a statement or like, they'll send us a check when they get paid the bail, take cash or down at the sheriff's office, they send us a check. And then we have to deposit it. And then we fund the account to be able to write the check back when someone.
Interesting.
How many, you don't deal with much bail anymore, correct?
Last year, we had 0 bail transactions.
Oh,
2850 in the beginning, 2850 in the end. This year, we got some activity. So,
in 2026 already.
correct.
Interesting, well, Hmm.
So, it all depends on the cap court judges, kind of that arraign people. When they arraign somebody, some offenses are bail eligible, some are not, most of them aren't. So if somebody's setting bail, they either gonna post it or they're not. If they post it, then we get the checks. We didn't get any of those last year.
Hmm.
So,
are duplicate copies of bail checks kept for court records?
yes.
And then I don't understand, it says upon disposition of the case. So I don't know what that means. Does that mean after the case is over, the copies aren't, the records aren't kept?
Yeah, so we'll, like, if a check's coming in, I'll copy it, stick it in the file. If I'm writing a check out, the other day I did one to give some bail back for a 26 case. The client appeared, parents posted the bail, and I said, yeah, give you your bail back. I write a check, I make a copy of it, I stick it in the file itself. So,
Cool. And I have here your last recorded receipt was number 883279 on 8/9/2024 for the amount of $4,201.
yes, that is the receipt of the funds that came in, and again.
We didn't have any in 2025,
So
yeah.
it's right there.
Is the bail book maintained in a manner to identify date received, payer, and the amount of bail collected?
Yes,
Are deposits identified?
yes,
Are duplicate deposit slips kept for court records?
they are, but again, last year.
We didn't
we
have
didn't
any,
have
so you don't
any-
have any
So
to
I
show
don't
us.
have anything.
Mhm, mhm.
That was just, before you walked in, I was looking for it, I said, where's this bail book?
Hmm,
Nothing.
right? Are duplicate deposit slips kept for court records?
It would be, yes. Yeah,
Do deposit amounts agree with bail receipts?
they do, yes,
Are deposits made within 72 hours of collection?
they are, well. Yes, they are.
And
I
are
don't
the-
always get the bail within 72 hours of them posting it. So the sheriff's office takes a few days to
Sure.
process it,
Sure.
but once it hits us, it's right in.
Are deposits recorded up to date?
They are,
And I have here the last recorded deposit is $4,201 on 8/9/2024. Is that
yeah,
agree?
that's that same one.
Can you pass that book through too, so we can just see it, Mike, do anything? Next, we're gonna talk about the bail disbursements book, the bail checkbook. Are pre-numbered checks used for cash disbursement?
Yeah.
You got it in hand.
Are all checks signed by the justice?
Yes,
Are canceled checks returned electronically with bank statements and kept with the records?
yes, we do get the truncated account for that as well. Last year I had
I see that.
no check to show you.
Pass you guys.
Thanks, but-
Are checks recorded up to date?
Yes, they are.
And the last recorded check that I see here is 1013 on November 22nd, 2024 for the amount of $2,700. Does that agree with what you got?
Should.
The last page on there.
Um,
Are bank accounts reconciled promptly after bank statements are received?
yes, within a reasonable amount of time. I don't get those statements till usually the 10th or 12th day of the month. These
Mhm,
forms.
they
here,
mail 'em,
yeah,
uh-huh.
yeah. This is the 6th, so yeah, usually when they come in, then it takes 2-3 days.
And the same, you and the clerk Jane
Yeah.
review them and make sure they.
Look at it. She's here usually before I am, and
Mhm.
she'll look at them, and then I'll get them.
Mhm. Cool. Next, we're gonna ask about additional supporting records. Is a list of bail maintained?
Yes,
Is a record of uncollected installments payments maintained?
is that for, we're not talking about bail, no, we're just talking about. Yeah, so for reported,
Uncollected installments?
uncollected installments, yes, we have a printout that shows all the fines that are due. And then as the fines come in, if someone's on a payment plan, $25 a month or something, Jane will plug that into our program and it maintains it without a monthly checkbook. It shows that they paid it. And then
Right.
adjusts those balances, correct, yes.
And if somebody wasn't sure what they owed, they could call and ask and
Sure.
it could be. Cool. We're gonna talk about dockets and case files next. Are separate dockets maintained for various classifications of cases such as vehicle and traffic, criminal, civil, and small claims?
Yes,
Are case files maintained for all cases?
yes,
You wonder what a mess it was. Like these questions, you're like, wow, okay, all right. Are indexes, docket numbers maintained for all cases?
correct, yes.
And are they sequential, like the date they come in, or?
Yeah, it's interesting, because the courtroom program assigns the case number. And sometimes if they're, see, most of them originate, other than civil cases, will originate at the cat court. Someone gets arraigned, unless it's a traffic ticket. Now, if it's a traffic ticket, we're downloading those from the DMV website.
The traffic cloud.
Yeah, and then when that gets entered into the courtroom program, it assigns a number. So there's like 2 or 3 ways they get signed, so they're not necessarily sequential, but they are.
And they're not in your control. It's not like you're sitting there
Yeah, we're
coming
not.
up with these numbers. You're
Yeah, we're
using
not
the
making
numbers
up
that
numbers.
New York State court system is assigning, so you're doing it as sequentially as they allow.
Interesting. So it's not like Hector case one, it's like New York State case number 1000684 or something.
It assigns it to the court, but there's like, I mean, our cases now are 2000 and, it starts with up to 26, and then it'll have, you know, for the town factor, it's got a number, you know.
So 26 is like our code. Sure.
I was whenever it started, the 2/6 started the year.
Oh, right, the year, right, sure.
And the
It is
town,
2020.
so for 26, if the town, whatever our number is.
Mhm.
The towns are in New York State.
No, I knew at one point, I knew at one,
And one.
yeah,
That was tough.
yeah.
26020007.
So like-
a traffic ticket.
So like allegedly we're court number 02 or something. 26 is the year.
6 is the year.
02 might be as our court number.
Well, this was in, maybe it's the months, yeah, 2602, so February.
The seventh case. Oh, interesting. Cool,
And then it prints it out on all the papers.
nice. Do dockets for disposed cases appear to be complete? I don't understand what they're asking in that question.
But I would say, yeah, I mean, we have a list of all those cases that have been disposed and they get assigned a code by this courtroom program. 99 is like, you know, it's a code that says, I think it's complete, it's the fines are paid and everything's good. If there's an outstanding fine and print up a little red thing that says, hey, you know, fines due. So we have outstanding fines from the prior judges, we have outstanding fines from people that appeared before me as well. So,
Do dockets for disposed cases agree with amounts reported?
yeah, that's on that cover sheet that I gave you. It kind of shows, I don't know if it's on that. Does everybody have a copy of that?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, all right, so you'll see there, if we start at the top, we're receiving about the fourth line down, there's 150 cases that we, out of last year's 540. And potentially even before that, since I've been a judge, that have 36,199 that are still outstanding on those fees. If you look at last year, we had the volumes gone up significantly this year. Last year, there was 42 cases outstanding. They had 9,700. So it's kind of relative in terms of the amount of caseload versus the amount of fines that are still unpaid.
It's interesting to see too that the fines are just about half of, I mean, the surcharges are like the equivalent of the fines, and that's from the state. I mean, we receive the fine and the state receives the surcharge.
Yeah. Typical surcharge is $93 on a traffic ticket. Okay, and that's the bulk of our cases. Fines and surcharges on criminal matters, they range from $125 for a surcharge, sometimes are $400 on a DWI. Yeah, that's state money, we don't get to see any of that. The fine structure is generally a typical traffic ticket could be $107, 57,107, we round up to make it an even number. You know, we get it to that 7 number. You take 93 and the 7 and it makes it 150 or 200, it's easier for. So to answer your question. I think, yeah, as far as I can tell, you know, the numbers are relative to the prior judges and, you know, we started that program trying to collect old fines. And we made some headway last year. We did all the A's, all the B's in our file. And that generated partially this difference in, you know, 54,506.50 is the fines collected this year compared to last year was
Almost $17,000 more.
yeah, 37,847. So part of that program was increased fines because the volume was a lot more, as well as that program we're trying to get some back. And I did look at that again, and I think now that if I can answer that, because I know you're in the middle of your.
No, it's great. No, do it.
Now that Jane is here, like dedicated to.
She have
this,
no other distractions.
Yeah, Yeah, other than these two. Partner. That's good. I think it's good. I'm glad she's here to help out with that too, but. You know, our focus this year is to try and, I said by the end of the year, we gotta have all those uncollected fines. My goal is to just.
So last
We
year you
got
did
the-
A and B, and this year your goal is to do C
No,
through Z.
We're gonna get them done, because a lot of, I looked at a list the other day. They go back 29 years. And I started running names off the list, half of them are deceased.
Wow.
I collect fines from them.
Wow.
So I think the idea is that, you know, I've gotta go to the DA's office, I gotta sit down with them and say, hey. Because they're the ones who process this whole civil judgment program. You know, could we do a cutoff? Let's go 10 years, 15 years, you know, is it even prosecutable? You know,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, if you
up-
haven't
up
collected
somebody
in
for 29
18 years,
Yeah.
it's like, okay.
Get it. So I'd like to just.
Clean
Get
it
that
up.
directive now and say, all right, because then we don't have to worry about those, and I can focus on the more recent ones.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard, I mean, to collect fines, I have no, we talk about this every year. I don't have any teeth. You know, we don't have, we used to have the ability to. Suspend a license, or, you know. And. Other avenues that you could use, and we just don't have those ability to do that anymore, so.
Ain't attached to tax bills or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, we can do that civil penalty.
Oh,
But that, I have to wait a little bit of time to be able to do that, so, I mean, and that's what we're working on.
mhm.
But, you know, costs are up for everybody, right? I said,
Mhm.
all those expenses are up for everybody, so, you know, this is the last thing that we're gonna be paying usually.
Mhm.
It's too bad, but that's,
Why do you think the volume of tickets was so much higher this year?
I think there's there's a lot of new names I see on the tickets for the officers, and, you know,
Oh, you mean
a
you
lot
think,
more activity out of it, so.
Huh. Huh.
Route 79, 414, those are the.
Mhm. That's where most of the
Lots of tra-
tickets you see come from those spots, yeah.
And, you know, and that's a lot of the increase in fine plus some of that collection.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um,
Thank you. We'll move to the accountability section. Is accountability determined by the governing board as needed? I don't understand the question. Does anyone understand what that
Say
question
it
is?
again.
Is accountability determined by the governing board as needed?
Who's the governing board?
We are.
Well, is it, or is it the New York State Department of Courts?
Yeah.
I feel like it might be the New York State Department of Courts in this case.
yeah, OCA oversees everything I do essentially. If they had issue with how we were running the court, I get a call about it. I know for cap purposes, if you know, every time I do a cap arraignment to separate.
What's CAP again?
CAP is the centralized arraignment process. Centralized arraignment part, so 1 week a month, from Sunday at midnight till Sunday at midnight, I go down and I'm the on-call judge. Anybody gets arrested in Schuyler County, I go down and I have to arraign them.
So we have 4 judges basically who cover that 1 week each.
Yeah.
Okay.
Out
Mhm.
of 10 in the whole county.
Mhm.
So what happens is I get through the case, I send it in to OCA, I have to email what I just did, and then usually by the morning, if I didn't do it right, they'll let me know. In an email or a phone call, so. Yeah, and up here, if we have questions or there's any concerns, I get emails all the time, like, hey, what'd you do on that case? They're watching.
Hmm.
So,
All right, so I'll say yes. Do accountability amounts agree with bank reconciliations and supporting information?
yeah, I mean, if we take the figures on the report I just gave you, or the snapshot here, and we compare it with, my checkbook ledger, and we compare it with these reports here, I mean, they all match up to the 54,506. And the statements that we get every month, so.
Nice.
And actually, we have that, I'm remiss, hang on. We send in that comptroller report every month. Okay, I'll show you this. The approach. So this is a month by month.
We don't get to say that, only you get to say that.
So that. At the end of every month, I have 10 days to file with the state comptroller.
So
monthly
this is
report.
all the cases you saw this month. This paperwork here is all the cases you saw this month, and this is a tape of all the amount you collected from those
That's
cases
for the year.
for the year. Okay.
Yeah, but each one of those stapled together is a monthly snapshot of the report that I do with the state, the amounts collected, the check that I issue to our supervisor. It's all
Oh, the
checked out.
supervisor actually sends it to OCI.
He submits, they send to me how much is due,
Hmm,
Bill.
the bill essentially, and then he pays the.
interesting.
So
Huh.
I
And
write
we
a check.
keep,
Uh-huh.
we the town.
You write a
keep
check
1%.
both to the state and to the supervisor?
I just write it to the supervisor. Your back
We
office
Sends it, we send
Interesting. And we keep a percentage for of the state's money for having collected it for them?
for the fines and fees, not the
Mhm.
state's money.
Mhm.
They take their, what they say what they get, and then we get the balance.
Huh. Interesting. Are reports electronically made in a timely manner to New York State Comptroller Justice Court Fund?
Yes. I have to do it within that 10-day period. So I usually do it within the first, second, third day of the month.
And they will notify the town if they haven't heard from the judge.
Does that ever happen?
Not with
We
you.
got, not with you, not with
Sure.
you, but we had with previous judges, and then when Judge James passed away, they're sending us letters saying, where's his report?
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, the checks and balances.
Has the court received any notices regarding late reporting? Next portion is report to Division of Criminal Justice Services. Are the reports electronically made timely to Division of Criminal Justice Services?
Yes, you know, DCJS is different than the state comptroller, but they don't, you know, I do once a year, I do a test for DCJS, which is if I'm looking up rap sheets and things like that for people, when I do that, I have to, you know, they double check and make sure I got the right codes in there or why I'm looking at the rap sheet for a defendant or something like that. So yeah, if I'm doing that wrong, they call me out.
So it just keeps you from just cruising it on a Friday
yeah,
night
you
for
can't-
fun.
Yeah. You have
Huh.
to have these,
Huh?
and they do an audit once a year and you gotta take a test and things,
Huh.
passed it every time.
Cool. Huh.
So yeah, I'd say yes on that one.
Has the court received any notices regarding late reporting to the Division of Criminal Justice Services?
None of it.
That is the last question. Does anyone have a question, in addition? For our justice?
I'm surprised how much accounting you have to do.
It's really having a
I
job.
thought you just gave out fines.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's a,
Welcome to government.
yeah.
Yeah,
No, and there's a reason for it. I mean, we're our township has you know, pretty high volume of cases on it. I do court twice a month. Last night I had 16 cases in, which was an off night, it's a VA night. Out of those, probably I think 3 or 4 showed,
Wow.
but today I got in about 5 plea by mails. So
Huh.
sometimes
They don't show up because they've already
they've
mailed it
already
in.
pled, you know, traffic ticket.
If they don't show, they just get a judgment?
Send them another letter saying, please show up.
Oh, interesting. Uh-huh.
And then they keep not showing. After the third non-appearance, typically our policy is that we'll send out. It depends on what type of traffic ticket, if it's a misdemeanor, I can send out a arrest warrant, bench warrant, depending on what it is, but. If it's just non-appearance for traffic tickets, I don't have much I can do. Let me think what else. We could scoff them. Typically, you could scoff for non-appearance.
I'm sorry, can you define what that means?
It's a process of going through the Department of Motor Vehicles website called T-SLED. And you look up their license and then you can, essentially, it's not necessarily suspension, but it's a scoff that says, hey, you gotta pay $70
To renew your license
to
next
get,
year.
you know, get back up to speed on your license issues. And typically, if they get pulled over somewhere else, it'll show on their DMV report, and I'll be lying right down here paying $70. Whether or not they deal with our tickets, another story.
The $70 is instead of any fine they would have received or an additional fine.
Additional DMV fee.
Hmm.
Just answering the ticket.
Uh-huh. Huh.
That processing, DMV stuff. Is a whole nother.
Hmm.
Yeah, and on a DA night, yeah, that's what I was going with. So district attorney night, which is one night a month, usually the fourth Wednesday. We'll do on average between 45 and 60 cases.
So most people come that night.
Yeah.
And that's because they're hoping for representation from the district attorney.
Well, yeah, they'll have the public defender here that night as well as the DA. So, if somebody comes up where they need an attorney, we've got somebody there. Some, private attorneys come the last time I think I had 3 or 4 private attorneys here.
Well,
People coming from the jail, and it's a busy night. Should come in and watch sometime. So
yeah, that's interesting. What time is it?
Wednesdays, Wednesday at 4:30 is the early, traffic tickets that were dealt with 2 weeks prior. Usually we kick them to 4:30 because they've already appeared. We try and get them out of here. DA's here at 4:30, public defenders here at 5. And then turn them around.
And it's
Right.
open. I mean, anybody could come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, fine collection, been saying it for 3 years now, but it has to be my absolute goal this year to get those things moved out.
But that's an
Well-
aspirational goal. If you got A and B done last year and you're gonna try to do C to Z this year.
Jane was on, with her other gig last year too, so she's got some more time
Yeah.
to help out.
Nice.
All right, we need a resolution to approve.
I make a motion to approve the annual audit report from the Honorable Joshua C. Navone.
No second.
First and second, if we have no further questions. All in favor?
Aye. Thank
Any
you.
opposed?
Thank you.
Right,
You guys, that's what anytime if you ever want to ask a question, it's even off on it. Ask
Excellent.
anything you want. Is there anything else up there?
I think we've returned it all.
I think we have.
Yeah.
We tried real hard to return it all anyway. It's nice to have your whole year's work right there in one file. Tidy.
A lot of numbers, I know that. Well, thank you so much.
Thank
you.
Appreciate it.
Take care, yeah.
Thank you. All right. We have the town clerk. Jane had every intention of being here.
You
She
have a quorum
prepared
while
for
you're
it,
gone.
however, due to some problems within the family, she had to leave unexpectedly. So Meredith is going to do her best to work through. The other one that's part of this is Jason's. Jason is still out with the flu, so we will work through it as best as possible. The thing about Jason's is even though he's not here to answer questions, all of his information comes through, all the payments, et cetera, through the clerk's office, so they have access to the records and we'll be able to work through it. So Meredith, you're up. I don't see a questionnaire specifically for it.
We only had one. Guys, we're in trouble. We only had one birth last year and 24 deaths, so the town is ranking.
What is there only if it's a home birth, they come.
Right, because otherwise they're probably at
Don't worry.
Skylar Hospital.
So that's actually pretty
Have a
good.
birth?
All right,
Oh,
he is a,
yes,
hos-
it does.
yeah,
Important.
interesting, wow.
Fun fact. Completely irrelevant, but.
No, it's relevant.
Okay.
Meredith, you can do it. Here we go.
Okay, so there's no questionnaire, I just go down.
That's what I was
No,
looking for.
there's gotta be,
There's
there's
gotta
usually
be
a questionnaire.
There's general. Well, we have two copies, we could use, the same one for codes as we do for. This is general record keeping requirements for departments. Well, let's do that. We have one for codes and we have one for clerk, and we'll start with the clerk. We have our annual report.
Yeah, you want me to do this one?
Please.
Sure. Okay, under cash receipts. Is the cash receipts journal up to date?
That's all her pile, that's this pile.
That's your file, okay.
This is like a good test. You're 3 months into the job. Do you know what it looks like?
It would be the receipt book.
When there's.
Yeah, the clerk's receipt book, do you have that?
Like the checkbook?
No, like the receipt book, when somebody comes to the counter and you write them a receipt.
You pay something, you goes for receipt and kind of functions as a check.
Should be like a triple layered receipt book.
Well, unless it might come,
Like,
unless it comes right out of one of the electronic programs, she might enter it in
I
there.
mean, we don't do like written receipts like what
The judge.
Kathy will give me.
Okay.
We just like
And
their
they're gonna
tax
book-
bill, we receive their tax bill.
This says cash receipts.
What if somebody comes in and pays for the dog license with cash, what do you do?
That's all in the system.
That's all in the system?
Yeah,
So I'm wondering, is it that binder? No, that's tax
that's
collection.
tax collection. These are water bills. This is water. So there's. I have the statements.
It's a phone ring, right? Jane Yankee question.
Right.
You can call Jane, she said yes. Mhm.
We'll let you orient yourself to the pile first. We're not in a hurry.
Pressure's really on.
Might be a good time to go with my drink.
So I have like
Yeah, do it.
I mean specifically, I guess decals, because it's right here in front of me. There is like check number, amount, whether, so like the check amount or cash, there is a place for cash, but I don't know if Jean writes receipts.
Or if it all comes off on computer.
Yeah, I don't,
That would make sense.
I've
normally
read
when,
this before, that
so like
this
when they come in.
checklist can
The
be a little
checklist
out
can
of
be a little
date.
out of date,
So
It could be, I
when,
could just make a note.
yeah, if you don't mind now,
What about hunting
Your
licenses?
turn.
Do you give receipts for hunting license?
it comes out of the computer, we don't have a
Yeah.
receipt book.
Okay.
unless I'm just
I think-
missing what,
I think you had the right thing here.
or they're.
So
not-
essentially. What she has here is for. It's essentially a receipt that would come out for, shows cash. $2.21. State amount $37.39, so it's a total of $40. And that would be for 12/9 for, this is the decal for DEC. So that's essentially what we're looking.
So do you have
And
are they dated? So,
he has each report for each month
okay,
and all the different types of tags, so for the DEC side of things.
So we don't necessarily keep like a receipt.
You don't have a
book,
receipt book. which
Right,
is
'cause
like
it's-
we were saying.
he
it's the
enters it in the
questionnaire
program.
Yeah.
of it.
And then you print it out and it's in that.
Right.
So I think what you could say is there's a receipt log.
I would just write it's in Williamson law book. I mean, you could also just write that.
Yeah, it's in Williamson Law Book. Here's another one for 9/1 through 9/30 and all the different payments, the gross sales, net sales, so it is recorded.
Uh-huh.
okay.
I'm sure it is because we pay.
It's there, we have like record of
Yeah,
it.
that's a tricky thing, and I'm gonna address this also when I talk about the supervisors. The stuff's not in the checkbook, but it's in Williamson Law Book, and
The journal's pretty much, what they're calling a journal is up to date,
yeah,
The
but
journal's
it's
up to date.
electronic.
it's
Right.
electronic.
Right.
Except
It's
for-
like all the way up to date.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. No, we've run into this problem every year. Because
All right,
like when you pay for Williams and Allbook, all these questions become kind of obsolete, as long as people are entering the information.
Yeah, as long as
It's
it's
like,
in place.
We enter it, we do keep it, so we keep all the receipts that we do give, it's just we don't. So like if someone comes in for their dog license, you rip off your receipted part, their tax bill, you rip off your receipted part, your receipt there, so you don't actually like write a receipt, you
Mhm.
just stamp it with paid on.
Mhm.
And so then if they call, they're like, yeah, I paid this on whatever, why is it, and we're like, oh, it, whatever.
Mhm.
Or, like on a busy tax day, sometimes things aren't always entered immediately, but we'll take it, we'll make sure that it's fine, and then as we enter it, we just hit it with the enter scene, so it's
Mhm.
not.
yeah, okay. So. Again, is the cash receipts journal maintained in a manner that identifies the date received, payer, purpose, the amount, either individually or totals referenced to subsidiary receipt report record,
That was
so,
that.
yeah,
thing I
because
just
that's
held
what
up.
that you
That's
just
what I just
showed
held
us.
up.
Are duplicate deposit slips kept?
Yes,
Okay. Do deposit amounts agree with cash receipt amounts?
Yeah.
Are deposits made timely and recorded up to date?
Yeah.
So what's our last recorded deposit date?
I am.
For 2025.
Yeah,
It's this one that just, right,
for 25?
yeah. It was $40.
And on the
And the
date?
date on that?
I don't know. It just says the month.
Hmm.
Of
That-
12/25. So,
Okay,
okay, decals. I was under the impression that they just come out of the bank.
Yeah, that's what they're looking for. It's like whatever the clerk's
Right,
bank
so just-
account. So you should have, there you go.
Yay, the last one was 12/31. Do you need the amount?
Yeah,
Yeah,
was that $40 then?
No, that was $4,760.30.
Okay, 4,702,
62.36.
62. Okay, 36, okay. Are undeposited cash receipts safeguarded,
I kept them involved.
kept in the vault? Is the cash receipts journal totaled and summarized monthly?
That's
Yeah,
really simple.
Cause that's, yes, and that's what's presented at the board meetings.
Cash disbursements, is the cash disbursements journal up to date?
Yes,
Okay, is the cash disbursements journal maintained in a manner to identify amounts dispersed either individually or totals referenced to abstracts and payrolls?
yes,
Okay. Are pre-numbered checks used for all disbursements other than petty cash?
Yes,
yes,
Do we have a petty cash?
yeah,
yes.
$200.
We do. Are all checks signed by the appropriate official,
Yes,
which is usually you or?
no, for the
Yes.
clerk, the clerk maintains their own accounts for,
Okay,
for tax collecting, et cetera.
are you the only one? Is the clerk the only one or,
I can, when I was out for surgery, Lori was.
you know, the designation process or something?
Obviously, if it's the actual clerk, that's probably the best, but if
Yeah.
obviously I can't do it, then the deputy would step in.
If checks are signed electronically, is a signature stamp or software in the custody or control of the department head?
We don't do that. So,
In a,
To say, I don't know if you've ever had a stamp.
no, we've never gone down that path, but sometimes, those are the ones we've all gotten those where they have like a stamp. instead of
we don't have software that does it
No,
for us either, yeah. Are canceled checks or check images returned with bank statements and maintained on file? Are all unused checks properly controlled
Yes, then we'll.
in the vault again? Yeah.
Did
Are
they
all
just
check-
change the vault combination? Was that here? Or at Smith Park?
Here.
Yeah, nice.
It just needed to be like tweaked. So they ended up having to, when they tweaked it, they just reset it.
Makes sense, like new clerk, new combo. You know, get to choose your own,
Yeah.
birthday of your dog or something? Are checks recorded up to date?
Yeah,
And the last recorded check number?
was,
You'd need to check. that
that's the
probably.
check.
Yeah.
Thanks. Practice walking.
I know, I was just
Step
saying, we're
up.
very impressed. Her gait was very good. So then are you the assistant clerk?
Yeah.
And your name is?
Dan.
Hey, Dan, I'm Liz. Nice to meet you. Congrats on the new job.
Aren't
Yeah.
you learning a lot today?
Yeah.
Probably in general, learning a lot. but yeah, it's like-
Every day. Something new every day.
Dan, are you from the area, general area or? 414. 414?
And did you respond to the ad or did you, were you Meredith handpicked from her,
I just saw it on the Star account.
amazing, neat.
And be the last check that was written in
Okay.
25.
Yes.
Check number?
Last check, Jane Rowe.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
1985.
Was the
Okay.
check-
What year?
And then the date of the check?
12/31.
Meredith, were you alive in there? I was like, I don't think you were.
The amount of the check?
This was $5,302.61.
Okay, great. Are payments supported by appropriate documentation?
Yeah,
When it says, consider comparing a sample of disbursements with supporting documentation. What is the appropriate document?
for that
When you-
last,
when you
if
do a
we're talking
payment-
about like, so like that last check. Specifically, that was for ads and market, so you obviously like, that is all included in,
The monthly report.
yeah, so, like that's something that. Like, there's part of that's paid to the supervisor, and then there's part that's paid to the like New York State Animal Control and. All of that, so when we enter dog licenses, that's why that New York State Animal Control pops up, so we do that through
Okay.
them.
Yeah.
So that is part of that monthly report that's getting for.
Okay, cash reconciliations. Are bank accounts reconciled?
To my knowledge, yes.
By whom?
Well, 2025 is day.
By the town clerk?
Yeah,
And how often?
yeah,
And who reviews / verifies them?
me and or obviously the board, that's all for them. Those statements, if that's more what you're asking.
I would say typically, I think Jane and Lori would. Like,
We
both,
like, it's kind of split, and so then they do double check.
yeah. The clerk and deputy.
So I'll just, since I say town clerk, I'll just say deputy clerk here.
Okay.
Okay. Is bank reconciliation performed timely after bank statement is received?
Yes, it's timely.
What they want here is for each bank account, we'll have the last reconciliation for each bank account.
The
We
date, I think,
actually,
doesn't she write it, she writes it on the statement,
Yeah.
not she reconciles. That's what she showed us in the
I
past.
mean, how many bank accounts does the town
The
have?
clerk only has the one. 'Cause
Okay,
Kathy and I do the others, so
okay, so I guess there needs an account number there?
just say, I would
They
say,
performed
I would
monthly?
say clerk account.
Okay. And then the last time it was performed,
Yeah.
1/8/26.
And the month
Month
ending
ending
is
for December.
31st. 25.
We have a customer number.
Are reconciliations documented and available for review? Does the reconciled bank balance agree with the cash balance recorded in the accounting records?
And if it doesn't, that's a treat.
That's a what?
Figure out.
Oh,
Yes.
Have you hunted for a penny yet?
Where are those 12
Oh,
cents?
tax season has been so nice. Those pennies, good thing they're retiring.
okay. Deposit protection. Has the bank pledged adequate eligible securities to protect deposits that
Yes.
exceed do they exceed FDIC
So I'll answer
insurance?
this because I think I get this question also, and I didn't bring out, but I can show you, we get a monthly statement. Because the town accounts exceed the $250,000 that the FDIC guarantees, we have to, in conjunction with the bank, secure extra money to make sure ours are guaranteed. So if the bank went belly up, we wouldn't lose all the taxpayers' money.
Oh, eligible securities to protect them,
Yep.
okay,
And that does
and
happen.
that is,
And I have
Okay.
a monthly statement of those.
okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay, under accountability, is accountability or what the department owes determined at the end of each month?
Yes, in that month.
Does accountability agree with bank reconciliation and supporting records?
I believe so. Those are basically the bills that come in.
Are receipts for the year comparable with those of previous years? What the question is that? What does that mean?
Well, do we have any major expenses?
Yeah,
that
it's,
are out of
you know,
line?
normally we pay $100,000 and suddenly it's not 250 or 20 or something like that, so they are comparable.
Okay.
I also feel like it's a hard question for Meredith to answer since she's been on the job for 3 months.
Are there some significant safeguards for the protection of records and cash, such as a safe or locking file cabinet? Yep. An office door that can be locked? Yep. Regular deposits of cash, etc.
Yeah.
In a vault. Okay.
Hard to find someone that'll work on a vault door.
Interesting.
I'm glad you did. Jane and I
Say
spent some
what?
time earlier,
It's
like
hard
last
to
fall,
find somebody
trying
to
to
work
find
on a
someone to
vault
do that.
door.
So
Yeah,
please,
They're just like, what
Some
kind of?
general
like a
locksmith.
big one, oh no, we just do the little. Okay.
Who'd you find?
Yeah.
Somebody out of somewhere like
Ace security.
did you secure that
Syracuse or
information so that if there's a future need, we know who to call?
Yes.
it's taped on the inside of the door?
Ah.
Oh.
On the inside. Hopefully on the outside.
Okay, financial reporting. Are monthly reports and payments to the chief fiscal officer timely?
Yes, and that's what we get at monthly board meetings, so we all
Right.
see them.
Are monthly reports and payments to other appropriate officials, individuals, entities, or agencies timely?
Yeah.
Do amounts reported agree with summarized cash receipt and disbursement books? Do we have a?
Everyone that we've ever had is.
Are annual reports prepared and submitted timely?
Yes.
Here it is, yep.
Yep. Okay, great. Do annual reports agree with the records?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, why would you say no? That's why you look at them. Other concerns, if applicable. Are receivable control accounts maintained? Do we have those?
We don't really have those.
Any? Is there indication that the receivable control accounts are reconciled to the detailed subsidy records? So we don't have them?
Right.
Okay. Comments or conclusions? There's not a signature sheet.
Yeah, we can just sign it though.
Well, thanks for filling in for Jane.
Thanks.
Welcome.
Thank you
Next
so much
year-
for filling in for Jason.
Yeah. So we have the same set of.
We just really want to see how you're settling into the new job.
I have a question. If you're in the vault and somebody actually locks you in, there's a way to get out from the inside.
Not that I'm aware of.
Why are you asking?
Now you know when you go in the vault, you have to lock your office door.
Now we.
No one can come in and lock you in there.
No, I was just wondering, could you said it's on the inside of the door, but
What if there's an emergency phone, could be a phone in there, an emergency sort of,
I was just wondering if there's a way to unlock it from the inside.
The
if you're-
vault, the vault is old enough that I don't think those kind of safety procedures were a concern when it was installed, but. Yeah.
We can try it out if you want to be.
Yes, if you lock me in there, just walk away.
We need somebody else.
Well, I was thinking if you make Dan mad, he might just put you in the vault someday.
or if
New
you-
nightmares, thanks.
Yeah. So we need a security camera in the vault so we can see if anyone's stuck in there.
It's just,
Combination, I don't know. Off the top of my head.
sorry, it came to me when Rebecca made her joke about putting it on the inside of the door. If you're in there and somebody actually did shut the door,
Yeah.
could you get out?
Yeah,
You see,
Can
like
you-
you've got to be fail safe for that.
But I wouldn't wanna bet money on that,
Lori says you can get out.
Oh, maybe
Okay.
she knows, maybe Jane's locked her in there.
Maybe
yes,
lock
but
Jane
Lori
in
tell
there.
you how you
Jane
can.
got-
She didn't tell me how, she said you can.
Yeah,
That's, I mean, it makes sense if you're in there, you should be able to get out, it doesn't matter.
There's a handle on.
Well, there
the
is a
inside.
handle on both sides, so maybe it doesn't lock if there is someone inside.
Or maybe if you're inside, it doesn't have, it unlocks no matter what if you're in the inside.
Right. Good succession thing.
All right, let's pass a resolution to
Yes.
accept the clerk.
I move we accept the town clerk's audit for 2025.
I second the motion.
We have a first and a second. Any further questions? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Okay, we're gonna move on to codes. The code officer has submitted a full report, which is basically a summary of the monthly reports. It includes the list of fire inspections that he's performed and permits that are outstanding, extensions and other permits. The questionnaire that we have, I believe, is pretty much exactly the same. So some of this isn't as accurate.
You know,
Or no, I shouldn't say isn't as accurate, is less applicable.
applicable, yeah.
So since
Did you put NA on there?
yeah, I'll just put an NA in the ones that I feel. And we'll start and we'll just go through the questions. A lot of them also, I wanna preface with, a lot of these questions are, it's the same situation. When somebody pays for a permit, et cetera, it is entered into Williamson law. And I'm sure the reports are in there with accepting. So is the cash receipts journal up to date? That would be anytime people give money to the codes department. Is that what you're looking at?
It's as up to date as we can get it. Obviously, like, they come here, they have to submit it, and then we have to get it to Jason.
Right.
And then we can't cash that check until we get that building permit that it did go through.
Hmm,
So,
there's a
it's
little
in
lag
as
time.
timely fashion as we can, as fast as obviously Jason
There's a
can.
building delay.
Yeah, it's as
Yeah.
timely as the system allows.
Yeah,
Is the cash receipts journal maintained in a manner that identifies the date, receipt, payer, purpose, etc.
yeah,
And she has those there if anybody'd like to look. Are duplicate deposit slips kept?
in the, yeah,
Yeah, well,
it, in
When-
the,
I'll take,
yeah,
I'll take one of them,
yeah.
whichever one you're done
when
with.
the cash deposits or check deposits are made, there are duplicate receipts. I can vouch for that. I've done some of the deposits. Do deposit amounts for your cash receipts amount? Yeah. Jason's report doesn't balance if it doesn't take place. Do we have a last reported deposit for the codes department?
And your front page is 39,748.
Is that December you're looking at?
Yes, but there's no, it gives. The fee. And then right after that, the building permits are behind that, fire inspection.
Wouldn't it be on the bank statement?
It would be on the bank statement, I think, and
I don't-
and this, the one thing about it though is. We don't maintain a separate, we have B fund, anything that goes through B fund.
Right.
So for the codes department, we don't have like. Separate bank accounts, if 3 things come in for codes, it gets thrown in, so it would be reported, but it's not gonna be a
Separate.
separate account specifically for codes.
So I,
This is basically the
So-
middle of that.
I'm gonna just.
This is
NA that
basically
one.
the middle of that.
I can't give you a specific.
The middle of.
Yes,
this.
that's what I was saying.
Yeah,
The
Everything in here is
undeposited cash
in there.
receipts are safeguarded, they're kept in the vault. So yes. Is the cash receipts journal totaled and summarized monthly?
yes,
Is there a separate cash box for codes?
the way we do keep them separated, so they don't go in the, like, checks or cash don't go into the clerk box, So if someone comes in and pays with cash, we, put like a note on, like, who
Hmm.
it's from. If they come in and they pay with like a credit card or something, that's different, that's normally when that, where we're like, Jason, you have to, like, this one has to get done faster because it's included in our monthly report, therefore the permit has to be
Hmm.
in that monthly report, it has to be like that with
So
the.
it balances.
Where like a check, it could take 2 or 3 months, there was someone that was having to find an architect, but they shouldn't find an architect. So we've been having to hold her check until she can hopefully find an architect.
Hmm,
So, yeah,
In this particular case, there's not really a cash disbursement side of the code.
he only takes money in and he never puts money on, huh?
Well, I mean, we pay the code bills,
Uh-huh.
which is in the B fund, which I'm responsible for, but as far as, I mean, they don't. You don't pay a deposit and get it back,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
there's only
Mhm.
collection, so I'm say the cash disbursement side of it is NA.
Okay.
That makes sense from
Mhm.
everything you guys have learned so far? And reconciliation is covered as part of, not really a cash reconciliation other than the permit is issued.
right,
So if his code report balances, he issued, however much money, and we have that much money that came in balance, but there's not once again, there's not a checking account specific to codes. We could say CD, I'm gonna write that in there.
I mean, we obviously make sure that it all balances in the permits, that we did collect the money for the permit, because we don't. Put it in until we receive it,
You do that.
and then it
as-
gets, once we receive it, then we can put it into the computer. And then that's kind of how we do like the checks and balances.
And you do that, not the
Yeah.
code enforcement.
Yeah, so Jason just makes sure that we have it. And he said if, normally we have the payment by then. Of that, cause he will tell them to. So,
Yeah, if they don't have, so if they don't pay the right amount, they don't.
so if we have the building permit, but we don't have a check from them, it doesn't get entered. Until we have payment from them for the building permit too.
So you guys must be in pretty close communication with Jason. Just in
Yeah.
terms of like making sure you guys are on the same page about when things are received, huh?
Right.
Once again, there's no deposit protections because we don't have a separate account. I wrote on there about cash reconciliation, I see the B account because all of their money comes through the B account. And then the last one is Oh, that's about the last one. Accountability. Is the accountability what the department owes determined at the end of each month? That is essentially, I wouldn't say what the account owes, what the account receives, that's his code report. He gives us each month that the board says he has issued this many permits with this much money. So I'd say yes. And there's. Once again, is there supporting bank records? I mean, this would be an interesting thing for us to create, since we keep these on file to create a accurate questionnaire for the department versus using these standard ones that don't really apply.
Mm-hmm.
Are receipts for the years comparable with those of the previous years? Is that? He's up a little bit. I want to say last year was like 31 or 32,000, so that's comparable with last year.
Which would make sense based on the activity.
Yeah. And we've been trending upwards because we adjusted our fee structure. There are significant safeguards for the protection of records and cash. Cash, we all know, is in the vault. Records, if they are submitted either electronically, they're on the server, and long-term storage is with the county, and same with historical records are all stored with the county. I'm answering next. I wasn't sure if you do that.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
He has more current ones. Closer and more accessible to him too, so.
His active ones are where he can get to.
He doesn't have to come here and get them.
Yeah. Financial reporting. Our monthly reports to the chief fiscal officer timely. Yes, we have them every month, no problem for the board. Our money is reported in payments to other appropriate officials, individuals, or entities or agencies timely. The only one is he submits each month how much he's collected, and that's done timely. Do amounts reported agree with summarized cash receipts and disbursement books?
That's all in small.
That's all in small, but I'm gonna say yes.
Yes. And then we have the kind of, it's like what he gives you guys at the board meetings, it's in the packet. And it just tells you the description of why he's doing it, what they paid, everything, so. And that's all it's kind of good, it's the account stuff.
So the second to last question is, are annual reports prepared and submitted timely? We have our annual report. So I'd say yes.
No, we're late. Both been done.
Well, that's our whole town then. And actually, knowing Jason, if we were gonna do it in January, he would have the report sitting on his desk. And do the annual reports agree with records? The annual report's built from the records, so yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that is codes.
So I'll make the motion to accept the audited code.
We have a first and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody opposed?
Should have said 2025
Yeah.
codes.
And that sheet, I think one of those sheets has the resolution number. Did you hand her back both those?
You got both of them back.
Who seconds it?
Mark,
Mark did.
yes,
Mhm.
there's on top of the
Yeah,
one
that-
page, it had a
yeah.
resolution number that, and
It
we gotta
says-
sign it.
It says resolution.
That
number
one in your right
signature.
hand.
Yeah,
Yes, yeah.
this is what he,
Who accepted? I'm just gonna write this down for Meredith. Who accepted the clerk's report?
Who seconded it?
Who?
I did.
I thought so.
And I think Mike seconded
I
it.
think so too.
no,
No?
Rebecca, you seconded it.
Oh, I'm
Clerk's
sorry.
report.
Rebecca made it
Report
and
was
I
me,
seconded
and
it.
then,
Yeah, sorry.
Fire.
gonna have a
Meredith.
little bit.
Rebecca accepted your report.
Done that
And-
before.
I seconded it.
Here's the resolution number, and we all have to sign. No,
So it matches.
We don't
Yeah.
also, it doesn't know,
Yeah.
do we?
yeah,
Should that?
Oh, it only has one little signature, so.
We can just initial it. One way. It's a birdhouse.
there's a code one.
It's a little, it's a nest of, it's a.
Tax collector. Guess what?
Yeah, huh?
Meredith,
You have the
Meredith.
rest of the day.
Meredith.
Oh,
We're testing out that surgery.
It says 6 weeks, I should be. Easily enough to take a lot.
I was gonna say, sit if you need to, we're not gonna. We're not gonna give you a hard time.
Here's the tax collection report, if you wanna take a look.
Yeah.
That's
That's the
the-
question, yeah.
The questionnaire, did you sign that one?
I signed this one.
Okay, then I'll pass it to Mark.
That's cool.
Mark, do you wanna do tax collector report?
Yeah, I give it a shot.
All right.
Mm,
Can you read? If so, you're
Tax
qualified.
code.
I can't read.
Or do you enjoy reading in public, I guess,
Here's.
if you
the-
can and you enjoy their
Questionnaire
different
report.
questions. Ooh, sorry, I. Moving the blow.
All set for this?
Yep,
All right. Is a copy of the collector or receiver's settlement sheet available?
Like a balancing sheet, yeah,
yeah,
Yes?
yes.
much.
Have all the settlement issues, concerns been adequately resolved?
Yeah, thanks for passing that around.
Anything outstanding?
There's nothing outstanding, so
Is the bank account reconciled after the bank statements are received? The date for form, month ending,
Yes, and that is involved.
yes. Do you have the date for form
I will look at the packet.
and the month ending?
she's gonna get a checkbook.
Okay. Month ending December, right?
Yeah, December,
That's free.
12/25, right?
yep, 12/25. It's interesting when we were discussing auditing different departments and positions. They said that you can audit the tax collector, but it's not much of a reason to, because if the tax collector doesn't deliver to the county on time,
They'll let them know.
it'll be all over the place and we don't need to spend the money to make sure it happens because
I seen that.
it's pretty obvious if it hasn't happened.
Justin, what does this mean? I saw in a report that the other night. It says trial balance all SWIS codes. What's an SWIS?
The Swiss code, it's like all the different codes for the different. If I understand correctly, different property types have different codes. And so it's just meaning that all the different property types, like if you have a commercial one versus a residential versus a utility versus a.
Huh.
Does that make sense?
I believe so, yeah. So it's like every kind of tax.
It's just saying that all the taxes.
Huh.
And it's a trial one because it's not closed out yet. It's like getting you the up to date.
Hmm. Yeah.
I'm good.
These people are paying things twice, duplicate payment. They're so psyched to pay their taxes, they're paying a duplicate payment.
Is that something that's gonna
That should be in the.
be in that?
In that bank account, because she's gonna bring the checkbook that has all the bank statements and you can see at the beginning it starts at 0. And ends.
Wow, it's a big day. Deposited $169,000 one day and $142,000 the next day. Nope, and a second deposit the next day of another $90,000. It's a busy day. On the 10th, she deposited $310,000.
What we're looking for, Meredith, is the last date reform. And then we're also looking at balance should be 0 to start the new year.
It always starts at 0. except for the petty cash that goes with that collection. Which is normally just the clerk's petty cash.
$200.
Yeah.
What is the last bank reconciliation for each account date performed? In other words, probably the last statement they sent you, I would imagine.
Last statement,
Yeah, the date of that statement.
3/31/25.
That's the last statement. There wasn't, we wouldn't, it should go all the way through the end. of
For
the year,
tax though, makes sense,
For-
because they're done by
Hold
March.
on.
But it's still give a statement everyone.
Huh,
The last one that I have on this. From Chemung Canal is the statement ending in 3/31, and it was received April 7th.
because I think they zero out the account, right, and at the end of when they're done with tax season.
Theoretically, yeah, that's.
Yeah, that's
If it's
normally,
zero afterwards.
Zero, and then they
there's
don't
no
think they
reason
would
to
send a
write something.
statement, yeah.
So is that 2025?
yes,
Okay, cash receipts. Is the cash receipts journal maintained in a manner sufficient to identify the date of received,
Sorry.
payer,
I think for the
tax
tax
account
season
number,
it is. I think-
tax
That-
account
all,
amount, and other appropriated from.
that's, all in the tax collections, like
that's all part
the
of process.
Williamson Law Book yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you would if we wanted to get a tour of that program, be able to see how they input each one based
Okay.
on all the numbers you were asking about.
Are deposits identified?
Yes,
Are duplicate deposit slips kept?
yes,
Do deposit amounts agree with the cash receipt amount?
yes,
Are bank deposits timely for towns within 24 hours of collection?
yes.
Were they this year?
Pretty close, we were all different, I ran a
Was there
few,
an issue though with tax collection?
well,
They were
that's,
late,
Yeah,
Recorded?
they weren't attached. to anything.
the tax bills didn't go
Those weren't
out.
attached.
So with the tax bills not going up, it,
Just more of the taxes.
Mhm, yeah, yeah.
Cash disbursements are pre-numbered checks used for all disbursements of other than petty cash.
yeah,
Are checks signed by the tax collector or receiver?
yes,
Are canceled checks and are check images returned with the bank statements and maintained in their file?
if we had any, yes,
Okay, deposit protection. Has a bank pledged adequate eligible securities to protect the taxpayer, excuse me, to protect tax collect deposits that exceed FDIC insurance protection when applicable?
yes,
yes,
Okay, financial reporting. Are payments made at least weekly to the supervisor?
weekly if not. month.
it's more with this, we've never, since I've been supervisor, the clerk has provided money to the supervisor as it becomes
As it becomes available?
available. So it's not like a weekly thing.
Well, it says at least with weekly, so it's,
You
as
know,
long as it's under a week.
but it doesn't, because they normally like. When all the money's there to pay for the highway taxes collected, I get a check.
Mhm.
It's not weekly because it doesn't do anything good to get everything
Okay.
grabs. So I'd say payments are made in coordination with the supervisor,
Okay,
if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Cause you don't want a whole bunch of partial payments.
Yeah, a whole bunch of partial payments is a lot more challenging than,
I would imagine. Are receipt forms issued by the supervisor
yes,
to acknowledge collection? Are payments made in made timely to the county treasurer?
yes,
Accountability. Are penalties assessed and collected on late payments?
yes, they are, but that's administered more by the county than.
That is, yeah,
We sign off on it, but the county actually does that.
Is the total amount of penalties collected on overdue real property taxes comparable with the collection in previous years? Do the amounts look reasonable?
I'd say yes, but once again, that's the county that has taken that role on.
Is tax collector or receiver treating his or her own tax bills properly? The penalties are. Example penalties. if-
Your one's Jane.
I know Jane says Lori always does hers and she always does Lori's.
That's right.
So there's a process in place.
Yeah, there's a process in place.
Or Diane, maybe, I don't know, 'cause now we have a third.
They don't, yeah, they don't process their own tax codes.
No, that's good.
Hmm.
Our interest our interest earnings remitted to the supervisor or the county as appropriate.
Yes,
Are there significant safeguards for protection of the assets cash such as safe, lock, cabinet, offices with locked doors, regular deposits of cash, support regular deposits of cash?
all those things take place.
Mm-mm. Yeah, bring it to the town.
Okay, settlement. Is a copy of the collectors or receivers settlement sheet available?
Yes.
That's
Here
where,
it is
yeah,
right here.
Deal. Have all the settlement issues, concerns been adequately resolved?
Yes, because there really weren't any.
no,
No,
I don't think,
there are,
Jane's never said anything about.
yeah, we would know about it.
Okay.
Somebody at the county would be knocking on the door.
Okay, bank accounts, is this bank account reconciled after bank statements are received? And it says again, date performed, month ended. I would assume it's 12/25.
I think
No.
the tax one said it was 3/31, didn't it?
Yeah,
I think that's when the last payment's done,
that was when it was last.
So 3/30, 31,
25.
25. Okay, cash receipts. Cash receipts. I do that, yes, you did. I'm working down through the same thing.
Oh. All right, so we gotten through all of them?
That should be it. This was the extra,
Oh, that was the extra copy.
that's the extra one.
Okay, perfect. All right, I'll entertain a resolution.
Make a motion to accept the tax collectors 2025 audit.
I second.
We have first and a second, if there's no further questions, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody opposed? All right, now we have water, which is still technically,
Right, because under collection.
we should write water for, tax collector, or does it say that on it? That one does,
We do a tax collection.
yeah, that's. I know that,
You want that on here?
and now it's
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
accepted, who made that motion?
I did, and Mark
seconded.
seconded it.
I think Mark just trying to help her out since she's back.
Do you want me to do the water one?
Third. I think this is back to the same. And here is the annual water billing tabulation.
Where's Lori? She did water.
They're hazing Meredith today.
Hmm.
They're actually out eating cake right
Probably.
Watching, they're watching.
now. They're drinking a morning, afternoon beer and watching, right? Meredith, ready?
Yep,
All right, we're talking water. Let's talk about the cash receipts for water. Is the cash receipt journal up to date?
yes,
Is the cash receipt journal maintained in a manner that identifies the date received, the payer, the purpose, and the amount, either individually or totals referenced to subsidiary receipt records?
yes,
Excellent. Are duplicate deposit slips kept? Do amounts agree with cash receipt amounts? Are deposits made timely and recorded up to date?
Yeah.
Can you please tell us the last recorded deposit date and the amount for which it was? It's 2025.
This one ranges from 12/16 to 12/31. And the last one that was deposited was 12/28/25,
Okay.
and it was a card payment. So they're
And the amount was?
89.11.
Okay. Got it. Are undeposited cash receipts kept safeguarded? Is the cash receipt journal totaled and summarized monthly?
Yeah.
And who is that?
It's both.
Lori and Jane in the past.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so there's that monthly report that's always given to you guys
Mhm.
at the board meeting. And that's done monthly.
Uh-huh. So Dan, are you the new water billing?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And then are you the collections clerk? Is that what it's
Yeah.
called? Mhm. Okay. We'll talk about cash disbursements. Is the cash disbursement journal up to date?
Yes, because that'd be one thing.
Is the cash disbursements journal maintained in a manner to identify amounts dispersed either individually or totals referenced to abstract payroll?
Yes.
Are pre-numbered checks used for all disbursements other than petty cash? Are all checks signed by the appropriate official?
Yes, but I don't feel like we really do.
I sign all the checks for the water department, anything that they send out.
Mm-hmm.
The water account, this is one of these weird
Like if
ones
there's
where
a refund, I don't know.
if we do a refund, it is like the park, it's however it comes in. So if it's a credit card, it goes back credit card. If it's a check, it goes back check.
Hmm.
But a lot of the checking account stuff for bills that the water department pays comes through me.
Mm-hmm.
They're the collection side, bringing in the water and handing out the paperwork to get new hookups and stuff, and then I do the financial stuff.
But it's basically, they're not, I mean, except for maybe an occasional refund, they're not really, all the money going out is purchasing
Or
supplies.
Yeah, equipment.
some, like, if someone overpays on their bill, like on purpose, that just goes on their account as a.
The credit for next
Yeah.
time.
Credit.
Interesting, so they're not getting a refund. And-
Right, because then they're gonna get it next time, and then it might take money off their bill, it might completely level out their bill.
Hmm.
So, but they have their bill in front of them normally when they do that,
Mhm. Hmm.
so Lori just deposits to their account.
Okay. If checks are signed electronically, is the signature stamp software in the custody and control? We don't do that,
Yeah.
right? So. NA. Are unused checks properly controlled? The
Yep.
blank check stuff. Are checks recorded up to date?
Yeah.
Can you talk about the last recorded check, the date and the amount? You gotta color code those things. Blue could be water, it'd be so easy to find.
$7,665 for a total of $72.73, and that was August 30th.
Wow.
Or
We
not
didn't-
August, excuse me, December.
I was gonna say, we didn't spend any money. Okay. Are payments supported by appropriate documentation? Consider comparing a sample of disbursements with supporting documentation.
So we can pull out the vouchers, but the supporting documentation is the vouchers that
To be signed.
review
Is that 1 year's worth of vouchers right there?
just for general and water.
Oh, general and water.
So just to not cut off what we're doing, what I did for. I'm up next, I brought in like a couple of examples. If you want to review them, they're in the vault, but I didn't think I needed to bring out 4 boxes, just to take 4 boxes back.
Mhm. Mhm. Sure.
I mean, vouchers are vouchers.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna talk about cash reconciliations. Are bank accounts reconciled?
Yes.
By whom, how often, and who reviews and verifies them?
Kathy and I, they're done monthly. And you need a date?
Yes, please.
Uh, yeah. Or- 1/8/26.
Okay, thank you. Is, you actually stay right there. Is the bank reconciliation performed timely after the bank statements are received?
I think if they're done by the 8th of the following month, that's time.
Yeah,
And the town board members, mind you, own get copies of the reconciliation.
this says last bank reconciliation for each bank account. How many bank accounts does water have?
One.
So that's the one you just told me.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I'll just call it water,
Yep,
the bank account, okay. Are reconciliations documented and available for review?
absolutely.
Does the reconciled bank balance agree with the cash balance recorded in the accounting
It
records?
does.
Deposit protection is next. Has the bank pledged adequate eligible securities to protect deposits held in department bank accounts that exceed FDIC insurance protections?
Yes, it does. And before we start mine, I'll go grab one as example that we've said yes each way through, so I can show you an example so that we have 3.
Cool. The next section is accountability. Is accountability what the department owes determined at the end of each month?
Yes, it is.
Does accountability agree with bank reconciliation and supporting records?
Yes, it does.
Are receipts for the year comparable with those of previous years?
Yes.
Actually, I feel like this year they could be high between the big leaks we had. Well, I guess that's 2026, they'll be high, yeah.
Yeah.
Are there significant safeguards for the protection of records and cash, such as a safe or locking file cabinet in an office with a door that can be locked, monster living in the office, or other regular deposits of cash?
Yes.
The leaks don't ever get paid for it, so.
Right, yeah, but it's the cash you take in, I guess, huh? Kind of, right.
So that water is just, expensive.
But the expense is gonna be,
The next question is financial reporting. Are monthly reports payable to the chief payment? Are monthly reports and payments to the chief fiscal officer timely?
reports, yes, there isn't a financial one to me for water.
Okay, no payment. Are monthly reports and payments to other appropriate officials, individuals, entities, and agencies timely?
Yes,
Do amounts reported agree with summarized cash receipts and disbursement books?
yes,
Are annual reports prepared and submitted timely?
as timely as any of them, yes,
Do annual reports agree with the records?
yes.
Other concerns, if applicable, are receivable control accounts maintained?
Yeah, they are. That's who owes us water at the end of the year.
Mhm.
We keep track of who owes water, who hasn't paid.
That's
and then
what's re-levied.
we re-levy, so there are actions taken.
Last question, is there indication that the receivable control accounts are reconciled to the detail subsidiary records?
Detail the subsidiary,
I don't understand that
I
question.
don't really understand the question. I mean, we don't reconcile the account. Well, I guess we do. If people pay for their water, we acknowledge they paid for it. And outstanding ones that haven't been paid for, we levy. So I think yes, as applicable as that question can be, I think, yes.
Excellent. I make a motion to accept the annual audit of the water. Report.
A second.
We have a first and a second. Any further questions about the water report?
Next year, we'll see you in the hot seat here, Dan.
Hearing none,
When it gets re-levied. Does it come out on your tax bill that you have a water portion, or is it just into the property tax?
it's on your tax bill as a separate levy.
Like the school does.
There's a line. for
There's
it.
a line.
Cause I'm not part of it.
Yeah, because you're not in the water district, there is a specific line for water.
I always wondered. Like. And then they
Right.
collect the taxes, they take it off.
Aye.
Oh, yeah, all in favor? Aye.
This is just a second copy.
I guess I am in the water district
Now
now.
you are.
We have right, the Borsna. Yeah. Thanks, Meredith, for stepping in. Good
I'm
job.
not gonna pay my water bill just so I get me that now.
Then you'll see where it shows up on your tax bill, huh?
Yeah, you want to do that.
Is it really hot in this room?
So,
Okay.
No, it's just you. Your ears are turning red.
It could
That's
be
for
me.
sure.
It could
Oh.
be, yeah. But Meredith said it was,
Mm.
so that makes me feel better.
but I've also been sitting here in front of you guys all day.
You've been standing in front of the world.
You've been in the hot
World Wide
seat.
Web. Oh,
Phenomenal, when we ended it today.
The 3 people who watch our YouTube channel of all have seen you.
All right,
Yeah, we do YouTube and Facebook now.
I think I'm as ready as I'm gonna be.
Justin's in the hot seat.
Alright.
Do you have a piece of paper for us, audit
Yeah.
report? Somebody want to read that? Somebody want to grill the supervisor here? Mark, go ahead. Mark, not to alarm you, but you've disappeared from our meeting somehow.
All right, cash receipts. This is for record keeping for chief fiscal officers. Continued.
I was worried.
Rebecca, turn that camera so Justin.
All right, cash receipts. Is the cash receipts journal up to date?
Yes, it is.
Is the cash receipts journal maintained in a manner that identifies the date received, payer, purpose, amount, either individually or totals? Reference to subsidiary receipt records.
Yes, it's all recorded in Williams Law Book, and you can take a look at that anytime you'd like.
All right, undeposited cash receipts safeguarded.
Yes, they're in the vault.
Are duplicate deposit slips kept?
Yes, they are.
Do deposit amounts agree with cash receipt amounts?
Yes, they do.
Are deposits made in a timely and up-to-date manner and it need the last recorded date, last recorded deposit and the amount?
That's good. Well, the last,
Last recorded deposit date. And what was the amount?
So these supervisor questions are for the general fund? I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the,
well, it doesn't say, because I was gonna say we're gonna have, I have 4 accounts.
right,
The
that's what I was-
last deposit that I have for the general fund
I'm gonna put general fund on here.
in was. Yeah, those are just transfers. So the actual last deposit I have is 12/15/25 for $79,990.76.
Oh, you,
And what? You got?
79,
Yep.
990. 76.
don't mess around. If you're gonna move money, you move money, huh?
Alright.
Wow.
And that was on 12/15.
That's what I got.
Positive money.
Excellent, thank you.
Right.
Is the cash receipts journal told and summarized monthly?
Yes, it is.
Cash disbursements, is the cash disbursements journal up to date?
Yeah, that's once again in Williamson Law, and that's also, in the vouchers that we do every month,
Surprising.
we get a summary that has all the different
Okay.
checks, and that's the disbursement.
Does the cash disbursements journal maintained in a manner to identify amounts distributed either individually or total reference as to abstracts or payrolls?
Well, we have the abstracts that we count, and then we also have, this is like the summary that says who it goes to, what account it's tied to, how much money in the check number. These are what we look at each month. And I have the water one.
Checks used.
Yes,
Are all checks signed by the chief fiscal officer and co-signed if required?
yes. Mike is the only other person that can sign checks other than me.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that question.
Yep.
If checks are signed electronically, is the signature stamp?
NA,
Or
How often do you signing check?
Maybe once a year.
sometimes I'm away for a pay deal or
you
something.
don't have auto pen?
We don't have auto pen.
Canceled checks or check images returned to bank statements and maintained in a file.
Here we go.
Oh, cool. Every statement they come back.
Every
with.
statement they come, and then we also obviously access them on the digital bank account also.
Are all unused checks properly controlled and
They're maintained in the vault.
are checks recorded and up to date and the last recorded check and the date and the amount?
Well, we're stick with general outcome.
Okay.
That would be.
Check numbers, date and the
I
amount.
do one section of bills.
Hmm, I think you might have done bills, didn't
One.
$17,720
17,720.
on December 30th. And the amount was 5754.
Good. Okay, is the cash disbursements journal totaled and summarized monthly?
Yes, it is. That's the supervisor's report everybody gets.
Are payments supported by appropriate documentation? Consider comparing a sample of disbursements to supporting documentation.
Anybody you want to, you can see the check and the voucher. And, I don't sign the vouchers the night of the board meeting. When we pay bills, like today, I went through that was the first thing I did this morning. I'll double check that the check amount is equal to the voucher that we have for. So we're not, if the voucher says it's $37.50, the check should say $37.50.
You do that on every one?
Everyone, I have to sign each check, so I take that time, and that's when I also sign off on the voucher.
Okay, cash reconciliations. Are bank accounts reconciled?
Yes.
Whom and how often?
Kathy does them, and then I check them each month.
Okay, so by whom are they reconciled?
Kathy does the reconciliation, and then I review it
Kathy, how often?
monthly.
Yeah, actually, once you get it done, you get emailed.
Yeah, and then the whole board gets an email copy of it also
Okay,
monthly.
who reviews and verifies them? Is that the
Myself or the board.
board? Okay. Okay, is the bank reconciliation performed by a person whose
But it does a lot of information.
job duties do not include maintaining either the cash receipts or disbursements journals or receiving distributing cash?
Yes.
Okay, last bank reconciliation
Reconciliation.
for each bank account.
Okay, that's interesting. This is the only one that asked for each bank account.
Yep.
They were all done on 1/8/26.
1/8/26.
Well, actually, I take that back. This was on 7.
Okay,
All right, 1/8/26 on the general. Now bank account,
general now is what you
Yep.
call it.
that's the A and B fund. There is a reconciliation on 1/8 for the general IMA, that's the investment account. Highway now was 1.8.
Hold on a second.
Sure.
So we got general now, what was the month ending?
But it's all for 12/30. Or, 12/25, sorry, month ending 12/31/25. Sorry,
Okay, that's all right. Okay, next one.
the-
General now.
there's a
highway.
general IMA. Which is an individualized money market account.
Mm.
That's the investment account, that was 1.8 also,
Okay, same ending date.
same ending date. The highway now account. Same ending date,
Same 188.
yep. The highway IMA account was the same ending date, same reconciliation date,
The highway IMA.
yep. The,
Is that still 1.8?
yep. The fire and ambulance account was same ending date, but it was reconciled on 1/5. I've got a few more to go.
There's no more room.
Do we,
Flip it over.
I was gonna say, or we can assume that we're okay.
No, we
We got
gotta
it.
write
We
it,
got it.
Justin.
We have another.
It's right on the back.
Add in comment.
Yeah.
Oh, they're no back.
Yeah, there was comments on the other pages.
Yeah, at the bottom here, if we flip over. Good credit in there. The water now account.
Why does it say now?
That's just the, Swan Canal, their standard accounts are now accounts.
Bank
Is that
account.
1.8 also?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
So we just call it the same thing for,
Yeah, ease of
when you
understanding.
get the bill, it says now, and the other ones say IMA.
Mhm.
You go. The water IMA account was done on 1/8.
I would stand through something.
Probably, hopefully.
And the trust and agency account was done.
Trusting agency.
Yep. That was done on 1/7.
We're hazing you, Mark. We gave you the hardest one.
I'm set on that. Now we can get back to business here. Does the reconciled bank balance agree with the cash balance reported in the accounting records?
Yes, it does.
Okay, receivables, receivable control and accounts maintained? Question for that. Are they maintained?
Yeah, I mean, the receivables we have, yeah,
With the small dog licenses, things like that?
yeah, the dog license would be, if we went down the dog license thing, then we probably have a problem, because a lot of people don't pay their dog license.
The new
But,
one.
like tax bills and things like
Yeah,
that, water
okay.
bills, they're all tracked.
And is there any indication that the receivable control amounts
It's like
are
a recent thing in
reconciled
there, but it doesn't.
to the detailed subsidiary records?
At any given time, we can pull up accounts of like the
Like-
water bill, the
Yeah,
tax
yeah.
bill, anything that people have paid.
Investment records, is an investment record maintained?
As far as we track how much money is in each investment account and restricted account,
Okay. Is the record complete and up to date?
yes.
Deposit protection, has the bank pledged adequate eligible securities to protect deposits and investments that exceed FDIC?
Probably Sullivan's Trail, maybe.
So this is this monthly, this is the year on, but this is what the bank sends for the security, the added security.
Oh, nice.
And I figured I'd bring that out because we've asked, that's been asked multiple times, and I'll let you guys take a look at it.
Okay, the part, where's the part with the security,
It lists, yeah, like they invest in Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae. And this is the transaction they buys and sells. But that's how much money they, someplace in here it shows how much they have, for pledge securities, how much they bought, and they tweak the account they buy and sell to make sure it matches what we have in the bank.
Hmm. Huh,
Bless
I like that our investment objective is none. I don't have an objective. It's
All
fine.
right, indebtedness records, indebted.
Indebtedness records are maintained in both Williamson law, the reporting that we provide to the state, and then we keep files on each, oh, well, there's 2 bonds and one of them is about to be paid off, so yes,
Is the register up to date?
yes,
Property records, are property records maintained?
yes,
We just have a sweep.
Are records up to date?
yes.
Hmm,
They're updated annually, so
Are all fixed assets included in the
I
records?
imagine
Yes.
John.
Are physical
Changed
inventory
the
statements compared to records?
Yeah.
So we have like a record of all of the assets.
there's
All
a
assets
record
have
in
been
each department, they
Huh.
maintain that has to be updated annually, and we have to share it with the county and the state.
Okay,
You won't see, in sometime mid to late summer, we get an updated one from the highway department that goes through all of everything that's worth more than $5,000.
okay. Our interim reports, prepared.
Yep.
Reports distributed to the governing board, department heads.
Monthly, they should get a supervisor's report, copy of the reconciliation, and then also all the reports through the clerk's office.
Those total year-end reported cash, excuse me. Those total year-end recorded good cash agree with the report. The annual financial report.
Yeah.
No.
Payroll,
Light.
are payroll certified, approved,
Yep,
when appropriate?
yeah, if you guys ever want it, Mike's done the payroll, so he knows what I'm talking about. In the payroll, each payroll is bi-weekly. Each payroll comes with a list of how much money, how much vacation time, it breaks down each employee by their pay, their retirement contribution, their benefit time, and then they sign off on that. If there's a change in their pay due to their anniversary or longevity, I sign off that that change is taking place. And then I do I certify the payroll as the last thing that I sign. You're welcome to come do that with me anytime.
How many employees do we pay? Is it 20? 22?
I want to say 23 stands out.
23.
I know there's seasonal,
How many employees oh, right, yeah,
Um,
sure, once we get into lifeguard
you
season,
know,
we'll have one more.
lifeguards, and like Jason's coming back on.
Our pay rates in accordance with collective bargaining agreements and other lawful employment contracts or board resolutions.
Yes,
Is leave time accounted for?
yes. I just mentioned it.
Instead of
I make a motion to accept the audit of the supervisor's 2025 annual report.
Okay.
Mike, do you wanna run the vote? I'm gonna abstain from this one.
All in favor?
Aye,
Aye. Anybody opposed?
just make it with the quorum, huh?
Anybody wish to abstain?
No.
I am.
Justin, I gotta say that.
All right.
Good point.
Yeah, I should be voting on that.
Have we made it to the end of our audits?
That is all of them. Is there anything?
Highway
else?
doesn't get audited? I guess you get highway? I mean, I guess you
No.
get audited as the.
Yeah, highway
you're
covered.
fine.
We have traditionally done one with Mallory where she talks about bringing in money. Unfortunately, I forgot to bring that up to her and I didn't feel like reaching out to her at 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon was the right time to prep her to do the audit. So
She has been including her financial numbers too in her monthly
Yeah.
report.
So we can come up with a solution. Either we do it informally in park committee and then submit it to the board, or we'll come up with something. But I just didn't feel comfortable. The other one that was brought to my attention is we normally have a annual report from the historian. And I haven't seen it. Doesn't mean it wasn't submitted to Jane at the end of the year. So I sent her an email this morning.
Even though she doesn't manage money?
She doesn't manage money, but she does, we normally get an annual report saying, this is what I did for the town. It tends to be pretty simple. She attends, she sometimes
Partners with the historical
partners with
society.
historic, she changes this out several times a year, sometimes significant things, historical documents are donated or she comes across and she will report all of that. So when that gets done, we'll share it with the board report.
Speaking of that, I've got a closet, it's got a roll of maps from the old town of people, how they used to keep track of lots.
Yeah.
There's no surveying or anything.
Oh, cool.
But I'd like to bring that down, get it out of my closet, number one, but it'd be nice to get it framed and something to go back and reference, because you go back and look at some of the lots you guys own. Who, you know, there's a history there.
Right?
We lose that as every generation that passes away, we lose that.
How'd you get that?
I think it's something my dad had
For the
actually,
whole town?
it's something that came from this organization.
Yeah,
Years ago, and I think they took some of them, maybe put some under glass. Already,
You
the
know,
historical society.
similar to this, we last fall agreed to pay a bunch of money to have a map restored that had been donated to the town, and that showed a lot of the schools on it and some other interesting information. And that was from the 1880s or something like that, and we chose to have it restored because it was rotting away essentially.
Mm. I make a motion, we adjourn.
Please.
What timekeeping system do you use for your employees that are hourly?
For the highway department, they would have a time clock. That then, the time clock and the highway department also,
Do we need to see this?
if you don't mind, close the meeting.
Yes. we'll see if I-
Okay, we have a first and a second?
We gotta sign your paper, but yeah,
Yeah, okay.
we don't have to vote for adjourn.
No, we just need a second.